Hey guys, welcome to another episode here at SD Fitness Coaching. My name is Sean Deverens, owner and founder at SD Fitness Coaching. So today's episode, I'd actually like to start a series called the Dynamic Power Series. So what includes in a Dynamic Power Series? Well, I'm going to be going through some exercises that focus on the power and strength movements that occurs in a lot of athletic events and how to incorporate these in a very safe and timely manner into your routine, whether you're an athlete or whether you're someone that's in a fitness journey. Today's episode, I'm going to be focusing on the jump squat exercise. So you guys have probably done this in different variations, box jumps, just doing a body weight jump squats. If you're doing a lot of boot camps right now, I'm sure you've done some things that has you doing jump squats or a variation like the burpees has you do a variation of the jump squat essentially. So today I want to break it down and see how you can move from the body weight jump squats and progress it into an axial load with barbell jump squats. Now, here's a few things we need to understand with body weight jump squats. Using your body as essentially that is the actual load during this exercise, you're only limited with your body weight. So once your muscles are adapted to this movement and you continuously do this in your routine, or at least occasionally do it in your routines, at some point your muscles are going to be fully adapted to this stimulus, and then this is where basically the progression stops. So in order to increase that progression, to continue the overloading in your body, you want to present it a different or not a different, but a heavier axial load to challenge itself so you can continue to adapt. So this is where we move on to barbell squats. Now before we even get into barbell squats, there's something that you guys need to be very aware of is this is going to be more than just your body weight, and you're pushing against more than just gravity. Now you're pushing against an external force, which is the barbell and the weights that you have on both sides. So this exercise is extremely beneficial for your performance, but done incorrectly can be extremely risky. So in order for you guys to do this in a proper and safely manner, you have to do a little bit more in your dynamic warm-ups. If you're someone that's big and warming up throughout all your muscles in your body and does mobility training, that's great, but you want to simulate as closely as you can to the dynamics, the movements that occur in this exercise. So here you have my client doing some body weight jump squats. So what's happening here? Well, the thing is, the key to this is to stimulate the muscles that are being targeted in the barbell jump squats and making them essentially warmed up for the movement. And what I mean by that is the neuromuscular connectivity in these muscles are basically up to speed. They understand what kind of movement is going to happen. So essentially you're going through a mock trial or a simulation to what's going to be occurring to these muscles. So now these muscles are awake. Once you step under the bar and you get an axial load, your muscles should be fully aware of the range of motion that you're about to be doing for this exercise. Another key principle here is this. If you're someone that does box jumps, you can do this test on your own. If you're doing box jumps and you notice that you slam your feet down every single time you do a jump, I encourage you guys to get more soft in your landing. And what I mean by that is every time you're doing a box jump, you should barely hear any kind of sound coming from you when you land on the box. And this should be essentially carried over into the barbell jump squats. Now, why is this? Well, if you guys keep slamming down the ankles over and over again, you're starting putting some excessive tension into your joints. And if you're doing that with the box jumps, imagine if you have an axial load on top of going against your body weight and going against a force of gravity when you're performing this movement. So it's so crucial for you to get to understand that every time when you spring down, you're acting like a spring, and every time you spring down, you should land with soft feet to prevent excessive force basically coming down on your joints, so that will prevent injuries. Because guys, again, this exercise is extremely beneficial for your performance in any sport as well as in a fitness journey. But the key thing is, guys, is this. If you perform it incorrectly, it can have detrimental effects over the long term of your journey or in your training, and then that's just going to take you out, and you're going to have to start back from scratch. So when you're doing these kind of movements, be sure to do them correctly, guys. So that's it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed the value that I've been providing you guys in this video. If you really like what I talked about today in the jump squats, be sure to comment below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I love the feedback, and I love the community, and I love providing you guys with value every single week, as many times as I can. So I'll see you guys in the next video.